This has been in the works since Control. I had 2 planned films to come out in 2020. These were 2 separate scripts that were worked on very extensively. One was a neo-noir thriller and the other was a slow post-apocalyptic drama. In March of 2020 we began doing interior lighting tests for the first film, going under the code name The Drive. The film was about a guy who leaves a party early to go for a drive, and his friends are suspicious and obviously concerned, and they give chase. It's really weird now thinking that this was the original idea. When the first lockdown occurred in the UK, it had only been a week since we did the first camera tests for The Drive. It was a bit of a nightmare to say the least. The pandemic really caused all of our plans to sort of get cancelled, which is what ultimately led to Into the Light. So while we were in the lockdown, I thought I would work on a script that actually took place during it, as a way to expel my ideas, my feelings of isolation and longing to be free. After the lockdown was lifted, towards the end of the summer, a lot had changed. I'd gone back to the script many times and I'd changed it over and over again. And it became something very different, In September of 2020 we began filming The Drive, now under the name Where To. The film was now more of a fever dream. It was like a car journey, but it was about a guy losing his mind and trying to escape from, his own personal demons. It's fair to say it was quite ambitious. And the filming actually got quite far. We had 5 days of shooting, every Saturday for 5 weeks, with all of the secondary characters, because we knew that if a lockdown was to happen we would only need to shoot with the main leads, and we actually had some of our actors that were moving down south for uni, so we had to get the filming done then the second lockdown happened, and once again we had to give up on everything. It was when we knew the lockdown was going to be lifted again that I went back to the script, not Where To, I went back to the original script for The Drive, and I wanted to go back to the original idea. I wanted it so that when the lockdown lifted, we could go straight into filming, because ever since 2019 I've had very little to show for it in terms of projects. And so I was really determined to get this filmed. In February, March, the lockdown was lifted and the filming began.
So, do you want to know what my dream job is? To die and get shoved in a boot in a horrible, glorious fashion, and we're going to do that right now, so you've kind of made my day, so let's go do it, baby!
This is officially day 1.
Well, night 1.
Night 1, yeah. We still haven't had the day yet.
So some boys take girls on a beautiful date. You take me to a boot.
I do. So, for context, the shot of Chris in the boot, he has a beard, because we need to visually distinguish him from the Chris we know. So we're having to film this bit first. So we found a lovely light and parked up my car next to it. And now we're gonna... Fuck, that shows up very distinctively. I need to give it a... Right. So
you're gonna get us in the boot now or what?
Yeah. I can't believe we're doing this. Alright.
light set.
Yeah, it kind of helps that I've actually got I've got a high-vis jacket and an umbrella in there. It's very dark, Jesus Christ.
Why do you think I brought these?
We can really barely see it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the outside world's looking pretty snazzy. I've always liked how this camera shows up night time. So, yeah, that looks good, you can see that. So my idea is that the camera's sort of in here, looking directly into you. So actually, you could just lean your head in, right? Yeah, I'm gonna ask, can you actually get in the boot?
It's more the fact that I don't want to break anything. You're gonna have to take a photo of this.
I'm just gonna record this. Excellent. That's the quickest wrap we've ever had to do. What happened to this car? It generally looks like a mess. Should we hop back in?
Yeah.
So you know when Chris says that he's shaving his beard for this, I was not expecting that. There was a shot in which the little chunk that was taken out my car the other day needs to be caressed by Chris's delicate hands. And we can't do that because this light only shines directly down. So for the camera to pick it up, we need some kind of artificial lighting actually on the thing so you can see it, because it's a very important plot point when it comes back around there. So let's get the light box out, baby.
How long's me chicken tikka wrap taken? Come on, mate!
Take one.
That's a good gash on the body you've got there. That's a good gash on the body you got there. You know, Jim, that's a nice decal you've got there. You know, Jim, that's a nice decal you've got there.
It's nice to see you again.
Right,
Yo, that should be the line. It's nice to see you again. Because I've already killed you. Blah. You wouldn't know until the second viewing.
Whoa.
Shit. No, we're actually doing that.
Cool.
It's good to see you again.
Cool. We're good to go.
We didn't get as much done as we thought, but we managed to get a higher quality, I would say, from what we have done. And now we're just looking for food, really.
Because we fat boys.
Obviously, you've seen from the footage tonight, a lot of it is in this location. The petrol station's going to be its own thing. I think that's going to be a Sunday job, honestly.
Really?
Well, firstly, I need to actually go and get petrol, which I'm nowhere near needing.
Yeah.
But also, we need to work out how we're going to do that, because I don't know how to do the petrol station. Like, do we just show it from the window? Like, do you just record the whole thing?
I think what the plan will be is, while you're actually paying for the petrol, I'll record that B-roll stuff.
Yeah.
And
like, you'll follow me
and
as
then
much
we'll
as you can.
find somewhere similar lighting to do the actual longer bits.
To do the longer bits, yes. Oh, it started raining. We're gonna get some moody B-roll now. Buckle in, cunt.
That's vibe, isn't it? Just
vibing,
yeah.
Don't want you. I'm lying. Will stop me from trying, cause you know I'm dying. Yeah. Slowly, I'll let you know me. Hey, we need to have a break. This is just our break. We might get a surge of, like, eagerness to film once we've had our food.
I'll have a surge to eat McDonald's.
But once we've had the McDonald's.
every key filmmaker needs to have a food break, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. I might have a double cord now.
Ooh.
No, I'm just gonna rock. What are you doing? Keep it down, keep it down. They've got cameras, you know, they can see them. That was trash. Thumb shot.
He's left me all alone. Oh, he's here. Hey.
I'm here.
You ready?
Yes. You're a proper vlogger now.
Don't you love reshoots?
Shit, baby.
So we've just filmed the reshoots, pretty much, and then now we're gonna go to the beach, baby, for second day of filming. That's gonna be fun. We've came into some challenges, but we've got this, baby. I'll see you once we've done a few shots. It's weird, greens look blue unless like that light looks blue.
Yeah. Oh my god, I found out a fun fact today.
What?
You know Doctor Who? Ready?
Yep.
We're here.
Recording!
Oh.
Off this side, you want to sit on that side?
Hell yeah.
It's recording. Oh.
That's wind as well. We're on the beach filming our supposed finale. It's never quite what you imagine it to be, is it? Here we are. It's freaking crazy.
It's freaking crazy to nearly finish a project for
It's
once.
weird to think that this is the bench. This is the bench that I've been dreaming of this conversation happening on. And it's just a random fucking get plenty of that bench. That bench is our friggin' goal line.
Here's our newest actor. Bench.
Perfect. Look at that. It's like a fried friggin' onion.
I'm just saying, our newest actor's a bit wooden. Recording.
Look at the little birdie. Does it still look like my thing's open?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shivering, but it's acting shivering. All these grades. Get the fucking. That's the only problem. I need to do it all in one take.
That's fine. Just keep going.
The job's already done. No, I wasn't gonna walk.
I don't have any lines, do I? What was the job, Jim? What was the fucking job? What was the job?
We're calming now.
What was the job, Jim? What was the job?
This is the 2 times test. Go. This is the 120 FPS slow-mo test. Go. Go. Okay, stop. My trousers not coming down. Just walk. Just walk normally. How's that look? Fine. Go ahead. Right, keep it like that. recording. Yeah. Oh. Okay, go back, try again. Right. Go. Around. Does it look like a looking off in that direction?
It does, yeah.
That's fine. So we'll do the David Tennant regenerations.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, I need to get the tears back again. Hang on.
Turn it left. And up. Up. Is it lift? Left. Up. There you go. Just gonna. 3, 2. Be able to see that with how fucking dark it is.
Alright, you ready?
Ready, steady, poop. No,
Shoulder acting.
I wasn't. Now I am.
So I'm going to be doing some shoulder acting today. Holy shit. Yes.
So what do you want me to do while you... Because I've obviously got the keys. Would I need to hop back in this seat? So I'm going to have to... Or am I going to stay in the seat when I look for the keys?
Yeah. Very careful. God, I hope it doesn't fall.
Hey.
Your favourite?
Thanks.
I just started to slip there.
Okay, whatever you're gonna do, do it. Which shot was that? Was that?
Get a reaction shot. You have just looked in.
It's I need it to stop the shutters, so I need to like do it.
Tell me when.
When?
So.
Okay.
So, what was that?
Right, we'll go again.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
What was that?
Nothing. But mate, I forgot.
Well, our final shots, baby.
We're nearly done, guys. We're nearly done. This is the big moment.
Home stretch. Even though the running was yesterday, it's the home stretch.
That wasn't even loud, that. Fuck around up there and get it right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really wanna run around.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing.
I'm gonna come back with your favourite. Didn't bring the mount for it. Which is my fault. Unless by some bizarre miracle it's in my bag. I don't see it, boy. I don't see it. This is a sad day for the Republic. Right. DIY this shit. Faith, Alfred. Faith.
Cameraman.
What do we do? Do you have any blue tack?
Yeah, I just carry about on it on a daily basis.
I know, right. Oh, fuck me, I should probably address that. We're going to go out for a little walk, and we're going to get some B-roll of the petrol station in case we need to extend the time in there, because I would like to pad it out a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we may just have a wrap. Woo! We may actually have finished, and that's the scariest feeling. That we might not need to reshoot anything. We don't need... It's done? How the fuck have we done this?
Hard work,
I am
determination, and a lot of
seriously-
drugs. We have finished it, pretty much.
There's like... This has been such a weird, like... We've just filmed for 4 days straight. With just no, like, filtering at all, really. Apart from a few things. We've like... Fuck, I don't even know what to say. We've done it. And now it's a case of getting in that editing room. I'm gonna go ham on this thing. We're done. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That is a McDonald's wrap, baby!
It is 2:30 in the morning, and I have just finished editing the first rough cut of the call out. Now, for a lot of people, this is the fun part. This is the actual editing process of putting everything, you know, into a timeline, add the music, you're done. Unfortunately, especially from previous stuff I've done, that's definitely not the case. The editing is arguably the hardest part of the whole process, because the shots and the takes, you know, they're just a template to work off of. The actual editing, you know, the timing, the pacing, the sound design, that's where the actual story comes from. So in a way, it's almost like the shots are the piece of paper, and now I've got to actually tell the story. So it's quite a lengthy process. And I'm still making changes. It's currently Tuesday, the 20th of April. The film is releasing on Sunday, and I've just changed the colour correction again. There's currently, I'm not even joking here, there is 7 versions of the film on YouTube. There is a 13-minute version of the film. There is a 20-minute version of the film. There's a 20-minute version of the film. There's a black and white version of the film. There is then a 17-minute version of the film, a 16-minute version of the film, and a 16-minute 47 version of the film. All of these have different colour corrections. The film has such a stupid structure. It doesn't go 3 acts. It goes like Chris is slow motion walking, right? Then there's a conversation, then there's a drive montage, then there's the petrol station, then there's a drive montage, then there's us talking, then there's Chris walking in slow-mo. It's like the same thing repeats itself backwards. Is that cool? Is that cool? I'm at a really annoying point now where I've got this colour grading that I really like. It's like a yellowy, greeny red in between. It's like it looks like a film. The main problem I've got here is that I have a colour grading I really like, and it looks brilliant on a PC. On a desktop, the colour grading looks really nice, and then I upload it to YouTube and I watch it on my phone, and I need the brightness cranked up to absolute maximum just to see what's going on, and that's not great. Going through a bit of a crisis right now, because I now need to do a compromise between the best looking edit on PC and mobile. I need like a Frankenstein combination between the two, and I have a feeling I'm going to end up leaning in one direction, and that's going to be quite annoying, because if I want to submit this thing at the festivals, then it's going to look like a piece of shite. So I basically had to learn DaVinci Resolve from scratch, which wasn't great, but this is sort of what I ended up with by the end of it. There were many different versions. Many different versions. So let me try and explain what I've got here. So this is not actually the final version, because now the black bars were... this colour here is not black. It's like a muddy brown, yellowy, grey shite, which, isn't great. So I had to actually add the black bars over it, but that gives you an idea what the actual grade does. It's very just muddy brown, but also I then had to lighten it and make it more saturated so that it would show up better on a mobile phone, which is something I would not like to keep. I'm probably gonna go into Vegas and like tweak it again, because Vegas can very easily change the brightness without all this weird crap. So this one here is saturation, so that one basically makes it bright and colourful. And then I've got this one which is in black and white, which kind of does the opposite. But it's more for the shadows, that one. So it's more like to keep the colour from going into the shadows. So it basically means that even though someone's face might be bright red, like here, the actual blacks are still like the muddy grey that you see here, like those are the same colour. Whereas, otherwise, if my skin's bright red, that would become like, blue or something because of how bright it would be. So that layer here, this second one's the shadows. The third one here is the highlights. which actually is a bit fucked now I'm looking at it. It's not actually the best now. Look at me, I'm changing the film already. So you can see there, that's like the highlights. So if I lower this all the way down, you can get an idea what the actual colour of it is. Like, that's black and white, but it's not actually. It's like sepia. And that would be an interesting looking movie, that's for sure. This fifth one here is, I think is that the glow one? Yeah, so I actually added 2 separate glow ones, and these are specifically designed for the lights. This one is meant to make them really bright, and then this one is meant to like soften them. It's not a great tutorial, not gonna lie, but that's how the film ended up looking. You know, I think from the start my YouTube channel already sort of advertises itself. My YouTube channel is called Willis Makes Movies, so at some point people who subscribe to my channel should expect to see short films, and so in that regard I wasn't too worried about advertising on YouTube because I've got the subscribers there that are going to support the film because they're already supporting everything that I do. Otherwise they would just unsubscribe. So when it came to actually advertising the film, I wanted to look at different audiences, and I'd just recently started the Willis Makes Movies Instagram page, and I thought Instagram would be a much better way of attracting people of a different audience. When I break down my analytics on YouTube, it's very much around the 20s to 30s to 40s kind of demographics, age range, and on Instagram it's a much lower, 18 to 30 year olds. So if I were to advertise on Instagram, I would attract a younger audience and hopefully a different audience that would stick around. This is the longest short film to date, so I thought there's actually enough of a runtime that I could make a trailer for it. Not a full trailer because you don't want to give away everything, but just maybe a 35-second tease. Because I think the most important thing with marketing a film is not telling people what the plot is. You're not telling people what the story's going to be. The most important thing is the tone. People need to know what type of movie they're going to see. So the trailer was always meant to evoke a feeling of paranoia, of mystery, of intrigue. The marketing for the film poses it as a very dark and mysterious, I like to think, a very mysterious feeling, with inspirations from The Lighthouse, with the font and the colour palette. To give people, a similar idea. The Lighthouse is about 2 guys going crazy. So subconsciously you're going to look at the poster and think that it's something similar, and I think that's exactly what I wanted to communicate with what the film is about. The call out is out. Hello everyone, I'm in a garage. The film has been out for approximately 6 days now, and unfortunately I didn't record any of it. But I'm very happy with how it's done. I thought I would do something in person just to say thank you to everyone who supported the film. Thank you. So yeah, at the time of recording this, the call out has been out about 2 weeks, and it's nearly at 700 views, which is incredible. It means that all of the hard work that we put into this has paid off. I've heard some really interesting fan theories from people who've responded to the film and want to know more about the meanings behind it, so that's always cool. Overall it's been a really big success in terms of the numbers. Obviously, there's been criticisms, which is good. I think it's always important to know where you went wrong so that you can improve in the future, and we absolutely intend to keep going and make more movies. Obviously, you know, you don't stop at fucking 6 or something. Anyway, yeah, so we have full intentions to keep making movies. We really enjoyed making this one, and yeah, I don't know what else really needs saying. You've seen the entire process now. You've seen how we made it. You know, this was a no-budget feature, so there's not really much to say in terms of, like, where a budget might have gone. Who knows, maybe in the future we might get some kind of money together where we can start to put it into different departments. But, you know, I didn't go to uni. I didn't go to film school. This is all stuff that we've done ourselves. Really, the message I want to leave behind from this whole making of is that, you know, you can see anyone can do it. You know, anyone can go out and make a movie, and I think it's important that you do, because you learn so much about telling a story, so much more than you would in an actual classroom, or, you know, without the passion for it. You need to go out and make it yourself before you can even talk about movies. You know, you need to fail and overcome the challenges to actually do it. So yeah, we will see you the next time round when we make another film, and hopefully it's better than this one. That's always the plan. And yeah, just thank you to everyone who supported the channel during this time, and yeah, we will see you on the next project. What? You expected to hear an announcement for Call Out 2?
Keep waiting, bitch.